Everyone mentioned that they're feeling good so far, so let's get to it. We're going to be doing our warm-up practice and then followed by a circuit. We're going to be doing some split squats today for standing athletes, substitute push-up and overs for our seated athletes, side planks for everybody, windmills for everybody, bear crawls for everyone who can do them, plank walkouts for those of you where bear crawls maybe aren't a great option for you, and then jump ropes or split ropes to finish. One thing to note for our seated athletes, you can potentially do this entire workout on the ground if you feel comfortable, but you can play around with the setups in the practice round to figure out what's going to feel best for you if you want to be transferring to and from the ground for the various exercises. All right, so without further ado, let's get warmed up. Start in a chair if you're going to be in seated. Start if you're going to be standing. If you're going to be in standing for most of the workout. Let's get to it. So let's start by gently rolling your head around in a circle. Rolling clockwise. Kind of like you're rolling one ear, right ear to your right shoulder, and then rolling your left ear to your left shoulder. Focus on an easeful breath. And then reverse your neck roll. Go on the other direction. So now counterclockwise. And take another pass around, stretching out your head and neck. Next, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. You're going to take your arms by your side, and then you're going to bring your shoulders to the front a little bit, and then shrug them up towards your ears. Roll your shoulder blades together in the back, pinch them together, and slide your shoulder blades down your rib cage. Bring them back to the front. Roll up towards your ears. Roll back. Roll down. Keep rolling in the circle. Make sure you're still breathing. Introducing this easeful circular motion. And then reverse your shoulder shrugs. So now you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together at the bottom, slide your shoulder blades up your rib cage towards your ears, then roll them to the front, and then back down. And then work this circular motion. All right, and then next we're going to take our arms up in a circle, up towards the ceiling, reaching up to the front. Inhaling, exhale, hinge or squat down to the ground. Inhale up. Exhale down. For our standing athletes, you're going to be doing this little squat motion. Seated athletes, you're doing a hinge. And reverse the arm motion. So now your arms come up the side as you hinge up or stand up, and down the front as you squat down or hinge down. Good, and then next we're going to do a little golf swing, side to side. So if you're standing, you're shifting your weight from one foot to the other. You'll go up onto your toes a little bit. And if you're seated, you're going to simply hinge forward a little bit. And we're going to swing your arms side to side. If it's a little twister, your torso doesn't feel good, you can simply just move your arms and keep your chest square. Whatever feels good. But if you have access to a fuller range of motion, use it. Good, and then now we're gonna take these arm swings and turn it into a big circle. So swing your arms down towards the ground. I'm hinging at my hips, and then bringing my arms up to the left and up over to this, reaching towards the sky, and down my right side in a big circle. If you're doing this in standing, you're gonna squat down as you come down. Good, and then reverse your circle, go in the other direction. So now, starting at the bottom, your arms come up and around the right side, reaching up overhead, and then back down. Squatting or hinging down to the ground. Good, take a couple more passes. And next we're gonna go into some jumping jacks. So hopping in place, arms come up over to the side, overhead, feet hop apart and then together. If the hopping doesn't work for you, you're simply gonna bring your arms up overhead and quickly back down. Do the same thing for our seated athletes. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next we're gonna be split jacks. Arms come across horizontally, alternating top arm. Feet hop in a split stance, alternating the front foot. With the hop into the fielder, you're just gonna do the back slappers. Alternating the top arm, seated or standing. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So everyone should be a little bit warmed up. Our rate should be elevated. How are we doing right now, you guys?
My shoulders are burning. I don't know why.
Oh man, you took too long of a break then. I'll whip you back into shape, huh? Give you those shoulders back.
I think it might be because I'm painting my whole entire kitchen too.
Oh, you know, that might be it. All that overhead motion will do it. All right,
yeah.
So let's get to our practice round.
Let's do it.
So first up, we're gonna go over the split squat and the push up and over. So for the split squat, standing athletes, you're gonna take one foot, put it back. So right now I have my right foot in front, left foot in back, and I'm falling over. Now I got my balance, and then from here, you drop down into a squat, and then stand up. Drop down, and stand up. If you need a little bit more challenge, you can always hold some weight in front. Here I got a backpack with some books in it. I'm dropping down and standing up with it. Make sure you keep your chest up. If you need a little bit of assistance with this, you can put your hands on a sturdy surface like this table that I have in front of me. And from here, in that split stance, drop down and stand up. Drop down and stand up. All right. If you only have one leg, you can take the option of doing single leg squats. Maybe give yourself that extra hand support. Squat down and then up. Squat down and then up. You can also give yourself a little bit of a safety net here. Put a chair behind you in that split stance. Squat down and then up. Play around with both sides. Make sure you find the variation that fits you. For our seated athletes, we're going to be doing a push up and over. So if you feel comfortable getting onto the ground, I encourage you to do that variation. But if not, we have a seated version. So on the floor, we have our backpack or a bolster set up. And then from here, start in some variation of a plank. So either a front plank on hands and feet, or hands and knees, or on hands and hips, if you're flexible to get there. And then from there, lower down to one side. So here I'm lowered to the right side. I have my right hand on the ground, left hand on the backpack. And then I'm gonna push back up, both hands on the backpack, lowering to the left side, and then back up. This is a push up and over. Take the variation that works best for you. And then for our seated athletes who maybe want to stay in the chair for today's workout, you can put that backpack on a table in front of you. Start with both hands on the backpack and then lower down, press up to one side and then to the other. There we go. Any questions on the push up and over or split squats. We good? All right. Let's keep moving on. Next up, side planks. So on the ground, you can work the full side plank version with feet and forearms. Holding up here, roll your top shoulder back, push your hips forward to really engage those oblique muscles here. And then you're gonna breathe there. If you need to take a regression, you can always go onto your knees. And you can also go onto your hips. And make sure that whatever variation you take, you're always pressing yourself through your stance arm. You're always pushing yourself away from the surface that you're planking off of. And then you can also add in a bolster for these. Maybe put the bolster underneath your hips or your torso. The lower down the bolster is, the harder it'll be. The higher up it is, the easier it'll be. So here is the example of a bolstered side plank. And then if you're having issues getting onto the ground, we can do a standing side plank against a table or a wall. And for our seated athletes who want to stand in chairs today, you can roll up next to an elevated surface or a wall, lean out until you start reaching the edge of your base of support, and then hold yourself up using your stance arm against that surface. All right, any questions on side planks? All right, good to go. Next up, windmills. We haven't done this one in a while, but it's a fun one, for me anyways. So, classic windmill. You're gonna take your weight, put it over your head. This is for a standing athlete. So right now I have my weight in my right hand holding it overhead. I'm gonna take my left foot, point it 90 degrees out to my side, to my left. And then from here, I'm going to hinge down, pushing my hips back behind me to my right, sliding my left arm down my left leg, keeping my spine as straight as I can. And then from there, here at the bottom, I'm pushing my hips up and through to elevate back up to standing. So I'm hinging down and then popping the hips through, back up. So it's a little bit of a spiral for standing. All right, so that's demoed for the right arm. Make sure you practice both sides. Take it easy with the weights here. You can maybe even get rid of the weights. For our seated athletes, if you want to do this whole workout on the ground, you can do the windmill here. So taking either a long sit or a cross leg sit. Here I got the backpack in my right hand overhead. And then from here, I'm going to lower down, sliding my left arm out to the side as I hinge over. And then come on back up. All right, so that's the windmill. Make sure you practice both sides. For our seated athletes, we're gonna do this in the chair. You take that backpack. Again, I'm demoing from my right arm, holding my right arm over my head. My left arm is by my side. And from here, I'm going to hinge down, trying to touch, or trying to get my chest down to my left knee. And then on up. Sliding my hand down the side of my chair. All right. So this one can be tricky. So are there any questions on the windmill? All right. Do we feel like we got it? All right, good. Definitely let me know if, after the first round if you need modifications on this. All right, so next up is going to be the bear crawl or the plank walkout. So for the bear crawl, standard bear crawl is going to be done on hands and knees. And from here, you're going to walk opposite arm and feet together. So from here, I'm going to step my right foot and my left knee forward. And then my left hand and right knee forward. And then left hand, right knee back. Right hand, left knee back to start. Now, this is on hands and knees. If you need to make this a little bit harder, you can lift your knees off the ground just a little bit. And now perform that same reciprocal crawling motion. And there's your bear crawl. If the bear crawling doesn't really work for you, you can do what's called a plank walkout. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna be situated in whatever plank variation fits me best. Most people who are gonna be doing this usually are gonna be doing either this on hands and knees or planked on your hip. And then from here, you start with your arms straight and you walk your hands out in front of you as far as you can under control. If you can get all the way flat, that's great. And then walk your hands back up to your start and then do it all again. All right, and then for our seated athletes, we're going to stay in the chair today. You're going to roll up to your elevated surface, and then from here, figure out where that optimal distance is. You're going to walk your hands forward, keeping your forearms off the surface. As you walk as far forward as you can, supporting yourself on your fingertips, and then walk yourself back up. Any questions on plank walkouts or bear crawls?
Yeah. Is there a one-legged version of the bear crawl, or should I be leaning more towards the plank?
You can do a three-legged bear crawl, and it's a toughie. I'll show you. So I'm going to do it the best I can demonstrate using just one leg. It's impossible for me to not be perfect for your setup, but I'm going to try not to steer too much with my swing leg. So here I'm on just my left knee, and to do that bear crawl, I would first step my left hand forward, right hand forward, and then hop your left leg back or forward, and then step the left hand back, right hand back, hop the left leg back. So this one, you gotta take a little bit of a judgment call. It's gonna be rough on your hips, maybe ease off on it. You can certainly give it a try.
Okay. A little concerned about protecting my knee on that one, but I'll give it a try.
If you have a very thick, cushy mat, that might not be great.
Yeah.
So maybe the plank walkouts will be a better option.
Okay.
All right, good. Ready to move on?
Yeah, I was gonna say I use a knee pad for that one. I can't do it, but I have a knee pad for anything on the ground like that. I even use it on the climbing wall because I hit my side so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I've used it as a bumper on my residual limb too, on the climbing wall, and it helps. Mm-hmm. I don't always need it, but when you do, man, it's great.
Yeah. All right, good tips, Lauren. All right, let's keep moving here. Next up is going to be the jump or split ropes. So this is where I hope you guys have your ropes handy with you, whether it's a jump rope or split ropes. And then if you're doing this in standing, you're going to add in a little hop as you spin. You can spin backwards like I'm doing right now, or you can spin forwards. And for our seated athletes, you can do this seated in a chair. Be aware of your surroundings, don't knock anything over. And I mentioned that you can potentially do this whole workout sitting on the ground. You can sit, long sit or cross leg sit, and then you're just gonna have to choke up on your split squat or your split ropes. And then from here, you can work it on the ground. Keep yourself upright as you sit. All right. Good job, you guys. How are you doing right now? All right, any questions on split ropes? We got good setups. Feeling ready to string them all together now? Let's do it. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll with this circuit. So get ready for your split squat variations, whatever you're taking there, or your push-up and overs. And let me get my stopwatch. And let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you're taking your split squat, right now I got my left leg in front. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Then switch sides. Work those reps. Keep your chest up. If you're doing the push-up and overs, you're just going to do this continuously for 1 minute. Working, pushing up to the side. over your bolster, your bag, whatever you're using. For those of us doing the split squats, you're gonna switch now. All right, switch legs. Keep going, keep working it. So if you had your left leg and foot in front, I now have my right foot in front, or vice versa. Working that split squat. Doing this with hand support if you need. Keep it up. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next are side planks. All right. Take the variation that fits you best, whether that be on the bolster, the full variation, on your knees, on your hips, elevated on a tall surface, or in a chair, leaning up against that elevated surface. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, switch it up. Now let's work it, you guys. Good, whatever version you need. Full plank, knee plank, hip plank. Make sure you're still breathing from your belly. Good. Almost there, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Next are the windmills. All right. Grab your weight. You're doing this in seated on the floor. You're in a long sit or cross-leg sit. You're gonna slide it. Currently have the weight in my right hand. I'm sliding my hand out to the left. And then coming back up, keeping the weight overhead. Work it that one side. Standing athletes, you're working it on your right side. You have your left foot pointed out at 90 degrees away from you. Sliding your hand down your left leg. Looking up at your weight. And back up. Switch sides. All right. So now left hand is overhead. Right foot points out away from you. And then hinge down. And then back up. Smooth, controlled motion here. That's it. We got 10 seconds left. Get a few more reps in, whichever version you're doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, next, bear crawls, plank walkouts. Working that bear crawl either on hands and knees, moving opposite arm and leg, or doing this with your knees elevated, a little bit harder, or doing a plank walkout, whatever version you need to. And then walk your hands out as far as you can, under control, and then walk back up. Keep it going. Steady pace. That's it, you guys. Keep working it. Whatever version you need to. Bear crawls, plank walkouts. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split ropes, jump ropes. Get something twirling around you. Be aware of your surroundings though. Don't knock anything over. That's fragile. All right, once you're in position, spin. Whoop, whoop. I just bop myself forward, boom, and I'm in a better spot. So that's what I mean by being aware of your surroundings. Understand how things bounce around. Good. Keep it going. If you get tired, pause for a little bit and then reverse it. Try to keep yourself in sync. If you notice you're out of sync, play around with it to get yourself back in sync. Good. Bye, bye, bye. I hope someone gets that reference. All right. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, take a break. All right, who got my in sync reference?
I didn't hear it. Can you repeat it?
Oh, I was saying, make sure you get yourself in sync. Bye, bye, bye.
I don't know the reference.
Oh, Lauren got me. Lauren got me. Okay. Amy got it.
I got it.
I'm old and I got it. That's pretty good.
All right.
Is it a movie? What is it?
In sync
It's
with
a band, the boy band In Sync, and they had that one song that goes, "Baby, bye, bye, bye," or something like that.
Yeah.
You've heard it on the radio.
You're dating us, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I know.
Can I ask a question about the windmill?
Yeah.
From the floor, are you keeping your sit bones anchored to the floor so that it's more of a spinal curve, or are you keeping your spine straight and taking the sit bone with you?
Yeah. Ideally, keep your spine straight with those.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Good question.
This is much harder with the jump rope.
All right. Well,
I'm using an actual jump rope and it's much harder.
oh,
I bet it is.
props to you, Ian. I like it. All right. Who's ready to get started with round 2? I am.
Yes.
Let's get to it. So, get in position, whether you're doing the split squats or the push-up and overs. And let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. All right. So, working split squats. Maybe with added weights if that suits you better. Or the push-up and overs. Good. Keep it on. Work steady rhythms here. Good. If you're doing split squats, switch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. If you're doing the push-up and overs, keep doing what you're doing. Let's go. Keep it up. Steady pace, steady breathing. Let's go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side planks. All right. Get in position and hold and breathe. Work on rolling your top shoulder back. Push your hips forward to really engage those obliques. All right, almost there, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, once you're in position, get to it. Hop on up, roll your shoulders back, hips forward. Engage those abdominals. Steady breathing. Good, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, windmills. Grab your weights. Pull the weight over your head. Work this in standing or in seated. In standing, right now I have the weight in my right hand, pointing my left foot out away from me at 90 degrees, hinging down, and then back up. And like what Bonnie was asking, for everyone, ideally you're trying to keep your spine in neutral, so you're pivoting over your pelvis to do that. Good. Switch sides. All right. Same mechanical concepts apply for everyone. Now with the left hand up overhead, reaching right hand down the side, and then come on back up. Good. Keep working it. 3, 2, 1. Done with that one. All right. Bear crawls, plank walkouts. Let's get on the ground. Let's get sweaty. Stepping forward, opposite arm, hand and feet. On hands and knees, or on hands and feet. Knees elevated off the ground. As best you can, try to keep your spine level with the ground when you're doing the bear crawls. If you're doing the plank walkouts, make sure you're walking yourself out as smoothly as possible. Try to avoid herky-jerky movements. All right, keep it going. Keep it up. Almost there, you guys. Just got less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Split ropes. Jumping ropes. Grab your split ropes. Grab your jump ropes. And then be aware of your surroundings. And then spin. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And spin. Keep your chest up and wide as best as you can. Keep it up, keep going. Just checking our time here. Good job, you guys. Excellent work, keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, take a rest break. All right. That was round 2.
The struggle is real.
Excellent. Now, I forgot to ask in the end of round 1, how are the transitions for everyone? Does anyone need any extra time on transitions? Nope, doing good with those?
It's taking me a second to get down to the floor because I'm doing the squats to the plank, but I don't mind less plank time.
All right. Yeah, and also there's going to be transitions too between the different planks, so it should be roughly equal on time.
Cool.
All right, good. Kevin's all good. All right, good job. Let's see, how are we on our rest break? Time to get started with round 3. Let's grab our weights, get in position for your push-up and overs or split squats, and let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Work those split squats. Work those push-up and overs. All right. Steady motion. Easy breathing. Bonnie, I love that you're using your parallettes to work those squats. It's awesome. All right. Whatever version you're working on, work it. Challenge yourself. You might be getting tired though, so also be monitoring your form. If you're starting to slow down, something doesn't quite feel right, take your time to adjust yourself. Make sure your form is good. If you're doing the split squats, you're going to switch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, and if you're doing the push-up numbers, you just keep going. Keep it up. Way to go. Good. Home stretch here on these. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side planks. Transition down to the ground. And then find your plank position and hold and breathe. Roll your top shoulder back, push your hips forward as best you can. Really engage those obliques. All right, almost there, you guys. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, and get to it. Take whatever variation you need. If you're noticing you're getting tired compared to your previous sets, maybe take a regression. So if you're doing the full plank variation, maybe take the knee variation. If you're doing the knees, maybe go to the hips. Always focus on quality of motion over quantity. That's it, you guys. Focus on that breath. 3, 2, 1. Down. All right, windmills. Grab your weights. Put it overhead. I got my right hand over my head right now. And then hinge on over to the left. And then hinge on up from there. Going out to the left and back up. This is a full body movement. Working everything. Good. Switch sides. All right. Transition over. And now we're working the left arm overhead. Hinging down. And then back up. Hinging down. And then back up. Keep it up. Keep going. Almost there. 10 seconds left. Get a few more reps in. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Bear crawls or plank walkouts. Get in position and work those bear crawls on hands and knees or hands and feet or the plank walkouts. That's it, you guys. Keep it up. Keep going. Work whatever variation you need to. Focus on what you need to do to move well. Good. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Split ropes. Jump ropes. The ropes. Spin them. And get to it. That's it, you guys. Keep your chest up, shoulders wide, spine is tall. Keep that rhythm. Keep it up. Almost there. Good work. You got less than 15 seconds left. Keep spinning. Whoop, whoop. I'm off track here. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. End of round 3. Another rest break for y'all. All right. So we got one more round left. All right, Bonnie will be right back. Good. How are we feeling right now? All right. What's hard? What's feeling good?
Probably split ropes for me.
All right, that's your cardio, bro.
I'm using an actual jump rope and I'm in a room with a bunch of breakable stuff.
Yeah, don't break your stuff. Your mother won't like that.
No, I would not be here.
She'll end you.
The windmills are tough.
All right.
Yeah, windmills are also tough. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do it.
Yeah, the windmills are a very technical exercise, but once you get the technique down, it's a really good exercise for building up your core strength.
So my question is, are you leaning forward when you're doing the windmills, or
You minimize. It's a minimal amount of forward lean. It's really more to the side.
okay?
And if you want to get really technical, it's actually a spiral.
Really?
Spiral.
Is it like triangle pose?
Yeah, it's very similar to triangle pose.
It's triangle pose. I've never heard of that.
Do some yoga, man.
Yoga torture moment. I can't do it anymore because I have a new body, but I don't remember enjoying it even then.
All right, let's get started here with our fourth and final round. In 5,
Final round.
3,
Finish them.
2,
Yay.
1, go. Split squats and push up and overs. Let's work it, guys. Let's finish strong. Work those split squats. Work those push-ups. You're doing those split squats. Keep your chest wide and stand up. Same thing for the push-ups. Chest should stay wide. Good. If you're doing split squats, you're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. If you're doing push-up and overs, keep going over and back. There we go. Work on keeping your chest up. Almost there, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side planks. Taking the variation that fits you best. And breathe. Rolling your top shoulder back, push your hips forward. Focus on being able to breathe while under tension. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right. And get to the other side. And then pop on up. Focus on that breath. Roll your top shoulder back. Push your hips forward. You got less than 10 seconds. Keep pressing through your stance arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Windmills. So if you're getting tired here, this might be a round to ditch the weight and just work form. Raising your arm over your head, hinging down, and then coming back up. But if you're feeling good, still use your weights. There we go. Work that slide. Hinging. It's a semi-spiral. Good. Switch sides. All right. And hinge the other way. So now I have my left arm over my head. Hinging over to my right. Keep it up. Keep moving. Got less than 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bear crawls or plank walkouts. Let's wrap it up, you guys. Almost there. Get in position and get moving. There we go. Keep your back flat. If you're doing the bear crawls, work steady motions with those plank walkouts. Almost there, you guys. Woo! You need to rest for a quick second, shake things out. That's totally fine. And you got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Done. Split ropes to finish. All right. Grab your split ropes. Be aware of your surroundings and then spin. Keep your chest up. Keep your chest wide. Spine is tall. Maintain your rhythm. Maintain your breathing. Home stretch here, you guys. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Good work. Let's take this time to slow down your breathing. Cool. How was that circuit?
Pleasantly tiring.
Pleasantly
I
tired.
agree. I agree.
All right. You're all becoming masochists.
Who said that this was a process and wasn't already an endpoint?
Well, okay. Well, then you started in a good spot.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're taking it to that level now. Okay.
All right.
Well, leave me out of this.
You catch your breath, get some water if you have it close by. Set things down. I didn't write it on the board, but we're going to stretch today.
No! Why did you do this to me?
Ian, it's your favorite part of the whole workout.
That is my favorite part of the whole workout because that's how I get my stretching in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why do you do this?
So let's stretch.
Yes.
You can stretch completely on the ground today if it feels good to you. All right, let me set the mute. And for our first stretch, we're going to be doing the cat-cows. Standing cat-cows on hands and knees. Inhaling into the cow. Pushing your belly button down to the ground, looking up at the ceiling. And then exhale to the cat. Arching your spine up towards the ceiling, looking at your belly button. And then back and forth. Keep your variation on the ground. Easy long sit is to first go into the cow. So inhale, push your belly button forward. Roll your shoulders back and look up. Exhale. Push your back spine away from you and look down at your belly button. If you're stretching in the chair today, put your hands on your knees. Inhale to cow. Arch your spine. Exhale. Curl your spine. Work that oscillation through your spinal column. Take a few more passes through there. All right. Next is going to be the posterior cuff stretch for our seated athletes. You can do this sitting up. You're going to reach your right arm across your body, cradle it with your left arm, taking your left hand and grab your right elbow, and gently pull across your body. Get a stretch in the back of your shoulder. For our standing athletes, you're going to do a knee hug with your right knee. Take your right knee up and then grab it with your hands and then gently pull your right knee to your chest. Work on easeful oscillations in and out of that stretch. And then switch sides. So if you're doing the right side, do the left side next. So right side knee or left side knee hug. And left side posterior cuff stretch. Easeful stretches, in and out. All right, next is the tricep bicep flow. So we're gonna take your right hand, reach behind your head like you're trying to scratch your upper back. Give yourself some overpressure with your left hand and stretch out that tricep. And then exhale, bring the arm down, reach behind you, stretch out your bicep, and flow between the tricep and the bicep stretch. All right, take another pass. And then switch sides. Left arm comes up overhead, scratching your upper back. Push with your right hand on your elbow. And then flow to the bicep stretch. Couple more passes. All right, next is going to be a calf stretch for standing athletes and a wrist flexor stretch for seated athletes. So for the wrist flexor stretch, you're going to take your palm, point it away from you, grab hold of the base of your fingers, and gently pull back, and then let go. So this is the wrist flexor stretch on the right hand. For our standing athletes, we're going to do a calf stretch. So come on to hands and knees, or sorry, hands and feet. We're going to go into a little bit of a single leg down dog. And you're going to pump your foot back and forth, stretch out your calf, pushing your hips back up towards the ceiling. Get that little stretch. Ease in and out of these stretches. And then switch sides. So if you're doing your right wrist, right foot, now you do your left wrist or your left foot. Ease in and out of these stretches. I'm going to take 2 more passes. All right, and we're going to finish up with a cactus pose stretch with a hip flexor stretch for our standing athletes. So for standing athletes, you're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. Put your left knee down on the ground. Your right leg is up. You're going to push your hips forward to get that stretch in your left hip flexor. And then we're going to do the cactus pose. You're going to take your arms in front, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, put your palms and elbows together into the closed position. You're going to inhale, open to cactus. Exhale, reach your hands over your head, touch your thumbs. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, close. Lauren, I love your variation. Extra relaxing. Lauren's lying on her back. Good. If you're doing the hip flexor stretch, switch sides. And then resume the cactus pose flow. Make sure if you're doing those hip flexor stretches, you're still pushing your hips forward to get that stretch down the right hip. Take a couple more passes. All right, shake things out, wiggle out all parts of your body. We are done for today. Good. How does that work out? Ian approves, Amy approves, good. All right, so what was hard about this workout?
Trying not to break stuff was very hard.
I was doing things more quickly and it was harder in a good way. I realized that I can do more now.
Excellent.
And I've been able to work it out with the space in here and just make peace with it and do the best I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about adapting to your environment.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but it's doable.
All right. What felt
That's good to know, because I've been struggling with that for
yeah,
the past
come
week.
over here. Totally come see my place, man.
What felt good today?
Getting to see you guys and stretch.
Aww.
I feel good in my level of cardiac.
Mm-hmm.
I got up. I got in a good rhythm without hurting and without slacking off.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you found a sweet spot.
In a way, yeah, like moments of, but yeah.
Moments of sweet spots.
Yeah.
All right.
Puzzle pieces, more puzzle pieces. They'll all fit together one day.
Oh yeah, puzzles.
Good. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. I hope you guys had a great workout, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. 3 more classes left, so they're going to be good ones, I promise.
Yay! We gotta.
All right.
We should totally go back to Shavasana just because.
Hey, that's for Friday.
We'll see you Friday.
That's a good.
What did you say, Brent?
Fridays are Shavasana days.
Let's go. Friday, let's go.
Next
I'll
time.
be seeing you Friday.
Hey, I'll be ready.
All right. Take care, you guys. Bye.
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 Thank you.